Oh, Rodrigo, I had no idea our love of occupational therapy would bring us so close together.
You. Is this where you guys have been hiding?
How did you find our secret rendezvous place?
I can smell your cologne, Rodrigo. How could you do this to me?
No, wait, come back. We're talking about CMOP E.
You have to come talk about it with us. It is so cool.
Enlighten me.
Love it. It's pretty much the best model in occupational therapy right now. It was developed in 1997, and it has a person concept, an environment concept, and an occupation concept. And the occupation bridges the person to their environment.
Another really cool thing about this model is that it distinguishes occupational performance from occupational engagement, which means that a person can engage in an occupation without necessarily having to perform it. Pretty cool.
I actually have heard about this model. I heard about how it has spirituality as a fourth dimension, kind of placed in the center of the model to highlight its fundamental importance, which I love because my spirituality is so important to me.
So this has been a great conversation, and I just love the Canadian model. I love all Canadian models. I have to go right now, so I'm meeting with a client. I hope you guys are okay. You're not going to kill each other, are you?
No.
We'll see you.
We'll see.
Wait a second. The person we should be mad at is Rodrigo.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and you might know me as the ever-charming and handsome Rodrigo and Take My Breath Away, and I want to talk to you about today's episode, which is brought to you by CMOP E, and how it's client-centered, and at the center of that person is spirituality, and the concepts that make up that person, as you can see here in the chart, are cognitive, affective, and physical, and the concepts that link that person to their occupation is self-care, leisure, and productivity. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Cheryl, I just want to thank you for being the most amazing occupational therapy assistant. You've been just so amazing. And I want to show you this right here. This is the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure. It's part of the Canadian model.
Well, tell me about this. I don't really know a lot about the COPM.
It's just actually pretty simple. It's just this little workbook, and we're going to go through this workbook with our client today and ask her a whole bunch of questions. There's different categories like self-care. We'll ask her about her personal care, her functional mobility, her community management, and then we talk about her productivity, about her work, her household management, and her play and school if she's a student, or what she does for fun. I'm just so sorry, I'm really flustered right now. You'll never guess what happened to me.
Oh, is one of your clients giving you some trouble?
No, it's my personal life. I was meeting with one girlfriend and the other girlfriend showed up.
What did you do?
We made it work, I think.
Oh, well, that's good. And my name is Mariah, and many of you may know me as Charlene from the very popular soap opera Take My Breath Away. And I'm here today to talk to you more about the CMOP E, otherwise known as the Canadian Model of Occupational Performance and Engagement. And we have this lovely visual right here to show you that illustrates the model really well. And I just want to highlight in particular the outer circle of the model, which is the environment portion of the CMOP E that has 4 components to it. And these are the physical environment, the institutional environment, the social environment, and the cultural environment. And so all of these components make up the context that a person performs his or her occupations in and are very important to consider when using this model with a client.
I'm here for my appointment.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
Let's get this over with.
Scoot closer, we don't bite. Okay, Jessica. So, I really appreciate you answering all these questions honestly, and this really gives us an idea on how you're doing, and I'm gonna step out just for a minute, take some notes, and then I'll be right back, and we can go from there. Maybe we can even start your first therapy session today. How does that sound?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hi, I'm Tawny, and I play Jessica in Take My Breath Away, and she is being assessed using the COPM. Thought I'd explain it. So she is a shopaholic. She doesn't know how to do laundry, so she just buys more clothes, and her social skills are lacking. The COPM, it identifies occupational performance issues, and it rates also importance. And so with your self-care, you're rating the importance of personal care, functional mobility, community management, and then you also have your productivity and leisure, and then you do your scoring of it. And also in productivity, there's the paid, unpaid work. She's not paid, she lives off her daddy's credit card. And then there's also household management, which is what they're working on. She can't do laundry. And then there's also play in school. Her play is shopping and having to manage that. And that also includes her leisure, her active recreation. Her outings are shopping. And her socialization also goes into leisure.
Thanks for waiting. I really appreciate it. I know you have a really busy schedule, but I got the results back from this assessment, and I see that your main concern is that you are a shopaholic because you don't like to do laundry, so you buy a new pair of clothes for every day of the year.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do laundry, so I don't really have another choice.
So I think it'd be a great idea to start therapy today. We actually could learn how to do laundry, and it's really easy. I know it's kind of frustrating. There's a lot of buttons. But Cheryl here is going to help me, and we're going to teach you just how to do a load of laundry. We actually have a facility here in the building. So how does that sound?
As long as you say it's easy, I guess. We'll see. I'm a little intimidated by all the buttons and soaps and stuff.
Well, we'll be by your side every step of the way. All right, Jessica, so I'm going to give you the whole rundown of how to use this fancy washing machine here. Does that sound good?
Yeah, just go slow.
Okay, sounds good. So let's just start on the left and work our way down. Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right, so we have water level, and that's basically going to correspond to how big your load of clothes is. So I put a fairly sizable load in there because, let's face it, you haven't done laundry ever, so that makes sense.
Wait, my shoes kind of stink. Should I throw this in too?
You know, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh.
You really don't want to put shoes in the washing machine because they probably fall apart.
Oh.
All right, so the second knob we have is the water temperature. So I'm moving right along here. Since we have your delicates in there, I like to wash delicates in cold water. So I think the key to doing laundry is using as little soap as possible. You really don't need that much. So we're probably just going to fill this cap up.
Oh.
So I want you to open that lid for me. Ew, perfect. And I want you to hold that. And I want you to pour some soap in there. And why don't you stop when you get to my finger right there. Perfect. So now just dump it in there.
Ew.
Okay, perfect. And stick it back on there. Great. Alright, so now I want you to close the lid. And we're going to use this big knob now. So I think what we're going to want is ultra clean. So I want you to turn the knob so this little notch is pointing to.
Why isn't it doing anything?
I think you might have to push it in. Perfect.
And then, stop there? Ultra clean?
Yeah.
Now what?
Now, and to start it, we have to pull it out towards you.
Yay! That was so great! You did so
Awesome.
Did it!
Nice work.
Thanks. I know.
I can't believe we let Rodrigo get the best of us. I know. What a scumbag.
Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I just finished with my client.
Client.
She's real.
Well, we were just talking about CMOP E some more.
Oh yeah? What did you have to say about CMOP E?
Well, as awesome as it is, it does have its weaknesses. Well, you know, I kind of have a problem with how it treats the person, occupation, and environment. Some people may not think that occupation is the bridge between those two. Environment actually can be a really important factor that should be considered within the person.
Well, I see where you're coming from, and you really bring up a great point. But I think one of the strengths of the CMOP E is the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure. It's a great assessment tool, and I use it all the time with my clients, and it's just so great. It gives me an idea of where I need to start their therapy from. Oh, I guess we can make this work.
Oh, Rodrigo.